This is SOUQ Business Landscape.
Kogi State is said to be one of the richest states, if not the richest state, in terms of raw materials and like raw materials underneath the earth. And if we begin to look at the different state governors in that part of town, if they've really considered exploring those tendencies or those potential, the answer may not be pleasing to you and I. Not only Kogi State, there are some other states in the northern part of the country that what is underneath those states in terms of gold, iron ore, you just name it. But yet, what exactly is the problem? Because Nigerian politicians are too intelligent for us to look at them and say they are just not working wisely. Is it that some of these states or the political stakeholders in these states are just keeping theirs back so that when push comes to shove in terms of economic viability sometime in the future, they have something to fall back to? Or what exactly do you think is in the mind of those people?
So I'd like to start by buttressing what the gentleman in the studio said. Lagos State is the only state in Nigeria that have allocated all their lands. So states can actually generate money from land. Now, again, I'll try to highlight the viable, physically viable states in Nigeria, 5 of them, so everybody knows what we are doing. The number one is Lagos State, then Edo State, then Abia State, then Anambra State, and Kwara State. Those are the only viable states in Nigeria. The rest rely heavily on FAAC. And there are 5 of them, Kogi State inclusive. They cannot even survive on IGR. The IGR cannot meet their budgets, meaning they are even budgeting above, on FAAC. The rest of them depend on FAAC that comes from the federal government. And there are 5 states, including Kogi State, that they are even budgeting way above the FAAC. Now they have to borrow. So upon them not being productive, they are borrowing to supplement FAAC, despite FAAC having gone times 2, times 3 in some states. That is recklessness. And our democracy has not successfully given power to the people. And that is why we are in this state that we are as a people. In Nigeria, only the few elites decide who gets into government house. And whoever pay the piper dictates the tunes, meaning these governments are now responsible to the few elites in the states. And what does the rest of the people do? They simply move to Lagos or Abuja. My own personal survey, 50% of adults living in Lagos that are not Lagosians do not even know the name of their governor. This is my own personal survey. Adults that are not Lagosians that move to Lagos, 50% of them do not know the name of their governors. So when your governors is not performing, you simply just move to Lagos or Abuja instead of holding them accountable, voting them out, going through a selection process that will bring somebody that is intellectually capable into the government house. We simply just move to Lagos and say whatever they want to do, let them do it. And people are not calling the names of the governor. The poverty and the insecurity is a direct problem of our governors. That will lead me to the topic of mineral resources in states. All the states are leaving the mineral resources under the ground untouched. Now, security agencies, the National Security Advisor has come out to say that some of the insecurity that we see is tied to natural resources. People are trying to displace villages to tap into the natural resources buried in those villages. So meaning because the state has left these natural resources for too long, some criminal elements have now taken it upon themselves to displace villages, to have access to these natural resources. The recent attack in Kwara South, in Kwara State, the villagers, eyewitness said helicopter came to drop people. So, and they believe because there are research that has shown that there are gold buried in those villages. So the villagers believed that those people have come for nothing but for their gold, because they don't have, this is not even herdsmen, they don't have heads. They just came and they were on killing spree, killing people, and they were targeting the head of securities of these villages. They go to the people they call Balogun. Balogun is like in the local setting, Balogun is like the minister for defense. They go to the Balogun's house, they look for the head of hunters, and they are just destroying their security apparatus. So the villagers know that they are coming for their natural resources. And that is because the state governors have done nothing. Look at Nasarawa State, for example. The governor there, Malam Sule, has brought investment of about $300 billion. This is something that started in his first time and is coming to fruition. The money is already there. There is a lithium plant. They are already producing lithium in Nasarawa State that will be used for electric cars and solar panels and what have you. That was a $200 million investment, investing Nasarawa people. And then there is Olam. Olam is the biggest agricultural company in this country. They've invested $100 million US on agriculture in farm. This farm, they use helicopter to spray weed because it's so big, it's so vast, it's a vast land. So they need to use helicopter to spray their crop. So the governors need to continue to engage both local investors and international investors. Dangote has come out to say they are in know of so many people that have cash, but they don't have the stomach to invest their cash in Nigeria. Because guess what? Money investments is good money. Banks give these billionaires as much as 20% interest. No risk. Just bring 1 billion. I will be giving you 200 million every year. You don't have to do anything. So look at the headache in recruitment and the bottleneck that these governors give some of these investors is too much. They ask for this, they ask for that. So it's too much. They would rather just leave their money in the bank and be earning interest on it. And they just go to parties and buy cars every other year and travel out. So imagine you have 10 billion, you have 20 billion. You are making about $1 billion in interest, doing nothing. Won't you rather do that than go through all of this headache? We've seen Dangote over the years come to the TV countless times. The last one was about Pegasan. It's too much headache. So these are the things that we need to look at, because these people, they have options with their money. They don't have to start factories to make money off of it. They'll just put it in the bank, and the bank will break the money into pieces and borrow me and you at 30%. And they give them 20% of it. It's good business for them.
Yeah.
So, and again, some governors, it is their plan to impoverish their citizens. So there is nobody that can upsurge them. They feel like if the elites, they don't have money, because we know how expensive election is in this country now. So if they feel like there is no prosperity, people won't be able to sell their vote, one. And if there's no prosperity, people will not be able to come together to say this is the person we want in power and crowdfund him. In New York, for example, permits me to bring you here. There is the mayor election coming that is happening now, will be decided in few days, in about 3-4 days. The front runner is a 35-year-old man that the young people are queuing behind. He's 35-year-old without no real governance experience. But his ideas resonate with the youth. He's like the Peter Obi of New York that I like to say. He's just saying everything like governance is not rocket science. Like this bus fare is killing people. Train fare is killing people. This rent. So I'm going to freeze rent for 5 years, your landlord cannot. He's just saying all of this common sense. Like, it takes me nothing to do that. I'll just sign a paper, and nobody can increase your rent. And now he has 80% chance to be the mayor of the most important, the most populated city in America. And his young people, he's get all the Gen Zs to go register. First, they went into the Democrat, they got into the party, won him the primary there. It's like young people putting somebody in APC and winning the primary for him in APC. That's what they did. And he has 80% chance now. Now, his campaign is the biggest. And when they look at the average donation is $80, $100. It's money from low-income earners, because he's giving the message that resonates with them. He's saying, don't worry, bus that take you to work, you no longer have to pay. Like, the city can pay for it. Why are they asking you to pay $3? And you have candidates that have corporations, that have millionaires that are giving them 2 million, 5 million, and they can't make as much as somebody that people are donating $80 to. So let me bring you home. In Nigeria, are people comfortable enough to even be donating 80,000, 10,000 naira to a politician? Parties. Do you understand? So there has to be a level of prosperity for us to have a true democracy. If not, the democracy is going to be for whoever can buy, for the highest bidder. Our democracy has a price tag, and that is why it looks like there's a deliberate attempt to keep us in poverty so that we don't have a choice. So they go to the villages. If we and you are elites and we can say, okay, we don't need 20,000 to sell our vote, what about our cousins and our family, our uncles in the village? They will sell it. They will sell it. And we, the elites that will not take money, that won't sell our vote, our life is too precious to us. We don't want to come out on election days because of election violence. We'll say we would rather not die.
I see.
So if you look at everywhere, the results in the cities where the elites are different. Now look at votes that will come from the villages in Kano, in Maiduguri, in all these places. You just be wondering that, what's going on? Are you people not in Nigeria? Don't you have TV station? Well, you can't blame them, because their vote is tied to what they will eat for that day.